Okay. Um, War 6 versus GGIR. We lost this war because we left the path open, which is incredibly rough. But you know what? It's okay. It's not the biggest deal in the world. We'll bounce back. Kitty, Tiger, Wags. All my fights are with Kitty. West, don't unsub. No Kitty, no Tiger fights. I know, but like, I don't know what to do, man. So first fight here, Rintra, node 1, Kitty. I've taken a ton of Rintras with Kitty. So my plan here, I knew it would be slow. My plan here, I want to go to SV3 and then I want to build up to SV2. But I don't have Nimrod Synergy and I don't have Wags. So the only way I'm really... And he has crit resistance plus fatigues. So the only way I'm really going to be getting prowess is by parries. And you don't really parry much with Kitty in this fight. In most fights, but especially this fight, you know what I mean? So I should have just held on to SV3 because my attempt to speed the fight up just made it longer. As you can see, I'm going to get like 0 crits, like actually 0 crits. Which is like to be expected, but it's still annoying, you know what I mean? But this fight's never going to get out of hand. It's just going to be not great, if that makes sense. So I need to be intercepting and then parrying, and I go and try and intercept there's SV1, and I lose all 3 prowess that I'd spent a bit building up. But you're gonna see I get you're not gonna get any crits at all here, which is fine. But basically, I just shouldn't have thrown SP3, cause it slowed down the fight, and it wasn't necessarily. I actually got 2 crits in that one combo, which is wild. But I could just throw SP3 here. Yeah, and that'll finish off. So really easy. I played fine, but my game plan could have been a little bit better. I should have gone for safety and just held power until SP3. I knew it would kill instead of trying to speed it up, which didn't even work. I think it slowed it down. But this fight, Claire, the 10. So my defensive ability accuracy is gonna be bad, and she's gonna hit pretty hard once she gets the Fury up. So I just want to stay in phase as much as possible. That's about it. Because her bleeds actually do start ticking pretty hard. I think like right here or soon. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, there. That was a 17k red damage, and I don't know what it's from. Because you'll see I missed some of the phase timings here, like they aren't perfect. But I only take like 100 damage. I have no clue what that 1700 is from. None at all. So, but like, I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's just a bit confusing to me. Because I just don't know. Maybe there's something I don't know about Claire. But I'm going to put on an invul here, mainly for the Arcus, but it's helpful for Ma as well. Ma's on 19, Arcus is on 22. So I messed this Ma fight up real bad, I'm not gonna lie. So hold on, let's just get into it. He has like 135k health, so I just want to drop an SP2 at decent high prowess and I'll kill. So just lose invul right away. I went for a intercept and I was late on it, and then I triggered Dex there. But thankfully he has like, I think it's legitimately 0 ND, which is shocking. Anyways, he throws SP1 and ooh, fucking hell. So that is not good. And then I go in, and if you didn't know, a Kitty miss. Okay, so if Kitty's attack whiffs into Ma's SV1 or anyone's like special, it still counts as a miss. So I got the miss from the degen mission from Ma there. But he just died to SV2 because, well, that's what the plan was. He was gonna die to SV2. So that worked, but I took a bit more degen damage than I needed to, and I lost my invul earlier. And I messed up an SP1 heavy counter. But anyways, here's Arcus on 22. I have Wagged. I have Odin Shock Resistance, which I actually don't want. It's helpful for this fight, but you're going to see in a minute because I'm taking node 25, which is Power Snack. And there's a Tiger there who is Mystic, obviously, so MD is going to give her a lot of power at the start that I wasn't really expecting. I actually PS1'd and she started with more power than me. But anyways, I'm just ignoring the node fully here. I have an invul, so I'm not gonna bait any power out. If he throws SP2, I'm gonna miss the first two, and then I'm gonna block the rest of it, so I can save prowess. And then barring that, it's just make sure I get far enough away from the SP1 so I can trigger phase again. And if I'm in shock, if I get enough shocks on me, just know that my parries won't stick. Same with if he throws SP3, just know my parries won't stick. And he's done. So next fight, as I said, Tigra, node 25. So she's gonna get 75%. Okay, she's gonna get 75% of a bar of power from Power Snack, and then plus MD. I think it's MD5. It's gotta be MD5. Is gonna push her to over 1 bar of power at the start. And so I have to Dex SP1, which yeah, it's definitely MD5. And now Power Snack. I think I have the Dex here, and look at how much power that gives her. It's a bit nuts. I probably should have invuled here. I end up having to kitty cycle because, well, not having to. I'd end up kitty cycling. But the point is, but the point is here, I'm fine with kitty cycling because I think it'll do enough. I have power backs on, but she throws SP2. I just Dex SP2. It's not a big deal. And then I kitty cycle here, I think, yes. I had power backs on. I knew even without her hitting at all, this would almost kill her. Plus, I just needed one opening, and then she would go down. There, she's at 3%. She throws SP3, which is fine. Throwing SP3, her hitting into me, me being able to just throw my SP1 at all, and she's dead. So, I really, really strongly almost always advocate against the kitty cycle, but in that scenario, she got so much power that I felt it was kind of necessary. But anyways, next fight, Scorpion at 29. I've taken this a couple times this season, I think. At least once. I get worse AI on RNG than the last time. Not that it was bad by any means. It was still nice, but like, just not as good as last time. You know what I mean? So yeah. He evades there. It's kind of just intercept, and then when he gets low enough, they're SP3. Other than that, no specials. I think I got the intercept off here. Yeah. Dex SP1. I probably should have done a partial Dex, but last war, I went for the partial Dex, and then my input failed and just didn't dash back, and so I just took the SP1. So I'm feeling better about just the full Dex there. But, phase SP2 into my SP3, and he definitely is going to die from that. Next fight, Kitty v Kitty on node 37. Last war, I took this on node 29, but it's a slightly different node, but it's like the same thing. I'm checking to make sure my SP1, my PS1 fell off because I don't want too much power in the fight. Like, if I get into a bad situation, I want to be able to throw SP2 and just finish the fight. Which shouldn't be happening, but just in case, you know what I mean? I don't want too much power. So there I fuck up, and I shouldn't have done a medium ender. So what happened is I had to dash back an extra time if I wanted to go in for the SP1, and then by the time I had done that, it was too late, and I wasn't able to block any of the hits. So she kept all her prowess. But that's okay. I just pushed SB2. I still had phase up. So what I did is I dashed in the middle of the SB2. And then I could block the last 2 hits freely without taking any damage. So again, the strategy here is when she throws a special, that's when you dump her prowess, right? I like the phase block. And then that's when you go for the intercept, is after you've done that. I think I'd take a heavy here. Yeah. I just didn't see she was charging it. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't see she was charging it, but worked out fine. I'm going to do that same phase block thing here. There we go. And now I want to get an intercept off. There we go. And then here I just think I throw SP3 to finish the fight. Yeah. So, real easy. I made it a bit worse on myself in the beginning by fucking up that SP1 phase block because I was too far away. I should have just not phase blocked and just regular block and then dexed out. But it was fine. Okay, you'll notice there's a Killmonger on 39, which I was gonna take, but then Taters needed more strife charges, so he took it. This is Cable, Node 50, Kitty, just phase specials for most of my damage. And I think I take a combo right at the start. Yeah, here. Here. I just didn't dash back far enough for the SP for the light. Because he has some actually kind of wild reach. But you can do the thing that I do against Bishop, where you dash in, stop, and then you dash in again, but it's really tight timing. After SP1, I mean. So it's just safer not to do that. And to just wait it out and go for a parry, go for an intercept or something. There, we get an intercept. That was a nice intercept. Mythic intercepts, baby. You can't touch me. So each SP1 I phase is doing about like 12-13% damage. I push SP2 sometimes just because he isn't throwing it, and I don't want him to throw SP1 and then be essentially back up at another one before I'd have time to get back up into to get my prowess back up, you know what I mean? So I don't know. This is kind of just simple fights. Wish I hadn't taken that combo at the start. So I wrote for my items, but one more SP1 phase ought to do it. And there we go. So really, really easy. Wish I hadn't choked at the start and taken all that damage, but it is what it is. You live and you learn. You need to dex back like a fucking madman against them. Here's Void. I still have my combat region on. I'm just gonna bait heavies at the start. Not really gonna go for intercepts. So there's the scary point in this fight. Scary, I say, is getting prowess up, because you can't parry. So, and I don't really want to go for intercepts. Like, it's easy to go for intercepts. It's not like intercepts are hard to hit or anything. There, I wanted to back off and wait for the debuff timer, so I can play around that. Wait, this. I gotta wait one more time. No, I don't. But the only like difficult part of this at all is waiting. Is the very start when you're not at 10 prowess, and now I'm at 10 prowess. The fight's over at this point. I'm not gonna lie. There's like nothing that could go wrong. I could have dexed that, but I just blocked it because why not? And now I think I just ignore the debuffs completely. He throws SP1. I think I phase both hits. Just keep prowess up, and the fight's over. Like, I don't even have an invul on because I used the regen boost to get myself out the prowess earlier. But like, if I did have a regen boost, I would just push to SP3. I wouldn't even bait power. And this fight is a joke, like with how I'm playing right now and the boost I have. But if I had an invul, it would be even more of a joke. It wouldn't. Anyways, this fight's really easy. I think I bait this out. I didn't need to. And just one more combo would have finished him. And down he goes. So next and last fight of my war. Penny, Node 55. Kitty, I play Swags for myself. And I don't know, I took Penny on 23 earlier this season. I've taken Penny many, many times. She's really easy. But, so, I just want to parry, like, not too often, because, disorient, hard enough life. And just stay unblockable as much as possible. No invul. So I can take an SP3 and live. It's not like a huge hitting SP3. But I don't love that idea. So, I'm gonna try and bait special 2s when I can. But anyways, now I got my prowess up. This is gonna be essentially just the whole fight. Okay, I bait SP2 soon. Nope, she just throws it willingly. Okay. So what I should have done is dash back much earlier, but I waited to dex the last hit. So I had to dash back an extra a time after the dex. I do it here too. To get my phase back up, if that makes sense. So I can't get auto blocked, but so what I should have done is I do it. I know. Oh, I accidentally parried the hit of the SP1 there, but it doesn't really matter. So I think I do it soon here, but what you should be doing is you should just be dashing back earlier, and then you don't even have to worry about that, like, at all. Here, I think he goes here. She goes here. Yeah. Here, watch when I dash back here, and then see the spacing. It's just one dash back. There, I let a bunch of hits go into my phase for just damage, because the fight's almost over. Get a nice lag spike, but throw SP2, because it power drained me down. And that's the fight. Gonna throw wags on Null Boss. But that is the war. Right now I am 54-0 on the season, and let's see how it goes next war.